FOMO, here it is.
Yeah. So FOMO, fear of missing out, and to me, that's what's happening right now in the market.
I'm going to get rid of
And this
this.
is not a new kind of like frenzy. I've seen it when I got into Bitcoin earlier, back in 2013, 14 days. The $100 to $1,000 explosion was definitely all fueled by emotions.
And you don't have to buy a full coin, right? You could buy a fraction
You
of a
have to buy
coin.
a full coin. And it's really hard to say whether to buy in now or not.
Well, you know what? The purpose of this is not to give advice. It's not to tell people what they should do or shouldn't do. It's strictly educational. And you have the knowledge about this, which, that's really the value. You have a great way of explaining it.
Yeah, and to me, it's just like the signals that I see
Mm-hmm.
is just the overall macro trend of the market. It's not necessarily like the initial, like what the price is right now, but just understanding like what can impact big plays in this price. So what we're going to see in 2018 for sure, understanding on the business side and seeing what's going, the deals that are coming through, we're going to start, seeing more. So
Mm-hmm.
we had this year was another big thing that happened and why crypto exploded was the ICO, the initial coin offering phenomena, pop up, and that actually eclipsed even startup funding now. And so what that allowed to do is allow startups or new tokens to kind of like fundraise and then build their initial capital and funds, right? And that brought in those token sales brought in about $3 billion worth of money, and we're going to see next year that probably go up to 30 billion alone.
Is there a concern about regulatory issues? Do you think about that? I mean, I think about it all the time because of the industry I'm in. But do you think about, the U.S. Treasury or the Federal Reserve or other central governments?
And the IRS, like everybody's like coming in now and cracking down. So the SEC actually gave a big talk last week at Berkeley, and then they started having a lot of meetings too, just from kind of like intel out there. And for the main SEC, they do see like a majority of ICOs or brand new tokens to be treated as and counted as a security. So what's going to happen is if and when, not if, just when the SEC comes and starts deeming a lot of tokens as securities, they're going to just like deploy that in one big go.
How does one assign value to any crypto?
It's very complex, and so when you start with right now,
I'm all ears.
Everything is speculative still right now, and the reason being is that most tokens, almost every token right now, does not have a working product at all, and so you are speculating on them, on the future of them trying to build a product or getting that partnership or to take over that whole industry and execute. Now there are platforms out there that are quickly moving, and that they actually have live products. And that's what we're going to start seeing in 2018. We're going to actually see real products come out with the tokens that we're associating with. And that should still kick up the value even further. So people who are buying in those ICOs are speculating that when they release the product, it might have mass adoption or mass use. And so that's what we're seeing in terms of like assignment value. What other value that you might see too is when you do start an ICO, you have to have people buying in, and so that's when you hold these crowd sales and then put like a figure price out there, like it could be 50 cents per token or $1 per token. Then you're just really trying to build that network effect of people of trying to own these tokens.
It's just a matter of the network effect. People just going to own it because I think there's something special with this. I have no idea what it is, but it seems like everybody's buying it, and I want to get in on the action. To me, that's what it seems like.
Yeah, that's what a lot of it is these days for now. And it's like the early Kickstarter days or even the startup phase. Back
I like that example
or a social network idea. You could just get away with just a piece of paper or a nice looking team. The bandwidth of transactions, these platforms are still not there yet. Like for example, I don't know the full, like Ethereum can handle maybe like 10 to 20 transactions a second. Like I don't know. That's like the rough ballpark number range. Whereas like a Visa level can handle like 40,000, right? 40,000 plus transactions per second. So there's a huge gap still, and this is where if you're bullish on blockchain technologies, that we still haven't solved it. Like when somebody says that they can't spend money, they can't spend crypto as fast as money yet. I believe it's an arms race right now from those blockchain platforms that I listed to try to solve those transaction speeds and throughput. And whoever solves that will be able to start handling a lot more transactions from the financial.
From what I understand,
side
there are so many people trying to open up crypto accounts that the companies that offer this can't even handle the demand. I mean, they're taking the accounts,
and
but
the demand can't handle the transactions, and so that's what's causing the FOMO market. Is that a lot of people want to buy, but they can't buy. A lot of people want to sell, but they can't even sell. And so the price is like chilling and locking and just trending bullish because of that. And that's happening all around the world. And so that's what I believe is what's fueling the price run up right now is because that clog. And because like if I wanted to buy it today and I keep seeing the price, then I'm going to try to like it's making me want to FOMO and buy into tomorrow's price.
You know what? You explain that very well. You really get that human nature, the psychological impact of seeing something go up and everybody around you making money. It has a very big draw to people. Justin, I want to thank you so much for coming on and explaining this stuff to me and to a lot of people who are going to see this. And can't thank you enough. And I have a feeling I'm going to be back to you with some questions. But keep up the great work, and I'll talk to you soon. And I look forward to meeting you soon in New York.
Yeah, hope to see you soon as well.
All right, take care, buddy. Bye.